family have been attending Hope City for the past 2 years. About a year and a half ago, I made some pretty serious mistakes regarding relationships. Things got really physical really fast and went too far. And my parents ended up finding out, and his parents found out. It blew up in my face, and I was no longer allowed to speak to him, and I had my iPod and my phone were taken away, and I was just pretty isolated, and I just turned my back on God and decided that I didn't want to have a relationship with him anymore. It wasn't that I was angry at him, I just didn't want to. I separated myself from God in the moments that I needed him the most. I started to self-harm and just kind of went down into this spiral. I didn't really want to do anything or be around anyone, and at some points I considered ending my life because I thought if my mistakes with one person can affect everyone to the degree that they were, what if I do it again, and what if it's even worse? I lost my passion for my sport, swimming, and I just didn't want to do anything. I was always late to youth group because swimming goes until youth starts, and I just decided I didn't want to go anymore because I was late and I wasn't involved in the conversations before, and I didn't want to get to know the people or be around the people, and I definitely didn't want to be around Jesus people as I was trying to avoid God. All of a sudden, like, everything that I relied on had been taken away from me because of my mistakes, and so I just didn't want to do it anymore. For Christmas, I was given a Nikon camera, and it kind of helped me see the world completely differently. As I was in the middle of all of my problems, I was able to just look around, and I couldn't see the beauty in myself, but I saw it everywhere else and started to appreciate it. Motion was just absolutely amazing. It was lots of music, and I've never really been one to raise my hands and surrender anything to God, but at Motion, every time my arms were in the air and I was just like, I just gave up all of my problems, all of my mistakes. I was wearing a mask because I was broken, and I didn't want anyone else to know, and I didn't want to admit it myself. Now I don't need to wear the mask because we're all broken and lost in some way. God just kind of said, I made you the way you are, and I made you beautiful, and I love you regardless of your mistakes. And so he was kind of like, you don't need to wear the mask anymore. After Motion, I had to ride 8 hours there and back with people from youth group, and so I finally decided that maybe I could come back and maybe I could be around these people a little more. The people at Hope City have been very welcoming. After Motion, I just had like fresh eyes and was able to look at everything completely differently and realize that these are God's people, and kind of our slogan for Hope City is like hope for the broken, and I'm like, oh, what do you know? That's me. So it was kind of just this moment of I can actually come back and feel like I belong here.